The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We got this.
Sign 55, right there in the middle, 55. Push him back. Push that.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
48-yard line.
Ready, set up the mic. 50 seconds to mic. Check right, check right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
57 mic, 57 mic. Watch the out, watch the out. Tight up. Watch safety green, watch safety. Safety green. Just checking.
Throwing on first down. Love. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Love. Being chased out left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining,
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, I think that's the way they'll go.
Let's go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go!
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Man, I got you. Hey, check mark.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Back 55. Don't let him breathe.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback.
A
lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Love. Ebron with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Love. Johnson's got it complete. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 3rd and 2, Love. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the gun, Love. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
To throw again, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check right 57.
Throwing again. Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right there.
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That's good for a Jet.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second and 9, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
50 seconds to mine. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got a man, complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Samuels. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Watch tight end. Hey. You got 3. Three down. 57.
On 1st down, Love. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground with Samuels. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Boswell's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You ain't doing nothing today. Young lady, 55.
Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
That's trash. That's trash.
Bravo.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
That's good, boys.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll run on first down. Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, hey. Mike, 5-4. Let's go,
On 4th down, Love. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Check right 54. Right 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. A gain of 6 there on first.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch. 54.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Back to throw. Washington's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Jets, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.